All right. Also joining me on the show right now are my colleagues Adya Juneja to get us all the updates from the world of business. We have with us Nikita Singh for all the updates from tech and Atira Sasidharan for all the updates from the world of sports. But first, let's just quickly take a look at what's happening on the global economic landscape. It's over to you, Adya.
Well, thank you so much, Haim. Let's dive deep into the key trends shaping the world of business. In India, GST 2.0 has sparked a savings festival. Reports estimate combined consumer savings of up to 2 lakh crore rupees or $22 billion. Auto and FMCG sectors are riding the spending wave, with major states reporting sharp rise in consumption. But several opposition states remain skeptical of the revenue losses. This makes for an interesting question. Do states want revenues or lower taxes for people? Moving on, Indian tech stocks extended losses on Tuesday after the H-1B visa fallout. Business leaders in the US and India flagged multifaceted risks after Trump's crackdown on foreign workers. US issues over 85,000 H-1B visas through lottery system every year, with major recipients being Indians. The hike in visa fee is the latest in the India-US tensions, which peaked after Trump imposed 50% tariff on India last month. Donald Trump has been given mixed signals so far. On one hand, reports emerge of a trade deal in the works by year's end, and on the other hand, reports emerge of new sanctions on Indian port. That adds to trade strains ahead of key negotiations. Well, as we track market trends, crypto traders are betting on fresh volatility after Monday saw more than $1.7 billion in bullish bets liquidated. It was the biggest wave of liquidation across cryptos since March 27th. There was no clear trigger for the crypto sell-off. Fed rate cut bets have been a big factor in pushing gold and Wall Street stocks higher. However, Bitcoin has been a more muted response. Several of the top crypto tokens are now nursing double-digit losses over the past 5 days. Moving on to tariffs. The top trend shaking market moves since April is reshaping global alliances. Switzerland has agreed to buy more American weapons and energy in the face of 39% tariffs. The picturesque country is looking to minimize tariff impact on its export-driven sectors. Meanwhile, South Korea's president has warned of a crisis rivaling its 1997 financial meltdown if the government meets US demands. The US and China are locked in finalizing a trade deal, with TikTok at the center of it. Tariff continues to drive key diplomatic negotiations across the globe. Well, this is it from my side. Now, for all the tech savvies out there, Nikita Singh brings you more.
Well, thanks so much, Adya. First up, India's IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has made a symbolic tech switch by moving his official work to Zoho's Office suite software. Now, the minister announced the decision on X, saying it was time to adopt Indian software and digital tools, just as India has done in other sectors. Zoho, which is founded by entrepreneur Sridhar Vembu, is one of India's most successful global SaaS companies, offering alternatives to foreign platforms for documents, spreadsheets, and collaboration. Vaishnav's move is an endorsement of India's homegrown software ecosystem and a push for digital sovereignty. Meanwhile, in the United States, Google is facing yet another antitrust battle, this time over its dominance in online advertising. A federal judge recently spared the company from being broken up in a separate search monopoly case. But starting this week, a judge in Virginia will hear arguments on whether Google abused its power in ad tech. Now, the Justice Department says Google holds nearly 87% of the ad-selling market, using its control over publisher tools and ad exchanges to look out competition. Prosecutors want Google to sell off key software that connects advertisers with websites and even shares some of its auction code with rivals. Google, which has made more than $30 billion from ad tech last year, argues the government's plan goes too far and could disrupt tools that work for publishers and advertisers. Instead, it has offered to tweak its auction rules. And lastly, in India, Rajya Sabha MP and author Sudha Murthy has become the latest target of a cyber scam. According to a report she filed with the Bengaluru Cyber Crime Cell, Sudha Murthy received a call from a man impersonating a telecom department official. The caller claimed her phone number was not linked to Aadhaar and even accused her of using the number to distribute obscene videos. He then threatened to disconnect her mobile services unless she complied. Sudhamurthy, however, refused to share any such information and proceeded to file with a formal complaint. The FIR has been registered under the IT Act and investigations are now underway. Well, that's it from the world of tech. Now my colleague Athara would be taking you through some sports updates. Over to you, Athara.
Thank you so much, Nikita, for all the updates from the world of technology. Now let's get you up to speed in what is making news in the world of sports. We'll begin with football first. Ousmane Dembele has won the Men's Ballon d'Or award for the first time. The 28-year-old had a career-defining year with treble winners PSG. He defeated Barcelona's Yamal for the prestigious honour in Paris. Barcelona and Spain midfielder Bon Mati won the Women's Ballon d'Or for the third time in a row. The 27-year-old is the first woman player in history to win the award thrice. Bon Mati had another stunning season. She led Barcelona to League and Cup double and took them all the way to the Women's Champions League final. Over in cricket, it will be a do-or-die match today at the Asia Cup when Pakistan and Sri Lanka face each other in Abu Dhabi. Pakistan is under a lot of pressure to recover after their 6-wicket defeat to India on Sunday. They have lost twice to their arch rivals in this tournament so far and they need to improve quickly to stay alive in the competition. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka has won 2 matches earlier in the tournament, but they lost to Bangladesh in their first Super 4 match. Over in tennis, Alexander Bublik raced past home hopeful Wu Yibing to reach the final in China. The third seed hit 19 aces in his 6-3, 6-3 win against the Chinese player in just 61 minutes. The Kazakh is only the 4th player to reach tour-level finals on all 3 surfaces this year. The other players are Carlos Alcaraz, Yannick Sinner and Alexander Zverev. Bublik will take on Valentin Royer for his 4th title of the season. Now some news from the fast lanes now. Christian Horner has formally left Red Bull after agreeing a severance deal following being sacked earlier this year. The severance package is reportedly worth around $100 million. In fact, that is reduced amount which Horner has agreed to, as it will allow him to return to Formula One with another team next season. His contract with Red Bull ran until 2030 and was worth more than $120 million. Horner was sacked in July from his dual roles as Red Bull team principal and chief executive after 20 years in the role. Well, with that, we have come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Haim.
All right, thank you so much for all the updates from the world of sports. And with that, thank you so much to all of my colleagues for joining us with all these updates. Thank you so much, Adya, for all the updates from the global economic landscape, and Nikita Singh for all the tech updates, and of course, Athara for all the sports updates.